to all you beautiful souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you here for the first time, my name's Cheri. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Today's reading is going to be a yes or no answer to whatever question you would like to ask. Please remember, this is a general reading. Lots of people, lots of questions, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're looking for a more personalized reading, I do offer private readings, thereby gift exchange, meaning I will do your reading for you as a gift. I ask that you respond with a monetary gift. Whatever amount you feel is appropriate will be perfect. That way my readings are affordable to everybody. If you'd like more information or to get on my schedule, please email me at terrysinspiredtarot@gmail.com and I'll get you whatever information you need or onto my schedule if that's what you desire. Now, looking at today's general yes or no reading, we are going to have reading number 1 with the lepidolite. Reading number 2 with the selenite. Reading number 3 with the aragonite. Reading number 4 with the unakite. And reading number 5 with the apophyllite. Please select your reading intuitively. Your intuition is not going to lead you wrong. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump into these readings now. So I will see you guys there. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 1 with the lepidolite. Your first message of the reading is to recall your dreams. So whether those are your dreams when you sleep at night and your guides are trying to talk to you that way and they'd like you to recall what you're dreaming, or you're being asked to recall your hopes and dreams and focus your energy there. However that resonates with you. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, we'll get this to hold the cards. All right, so we start with the sun. The sun talks about positivity, growth, opportunity. Really, it is the most positive card in the deck. Next, we see the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands talks about falling in love, that romance meets passion energy, and it all swirls and you fall in love. Next, we see the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords talks about protection energy, protecting your energy. It also talks about intelligence, very direct speaking, that sort of protecting your energy where you just say what you mean, what you need to protect yourself. Next, we see the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords talks about paying attention to details. This could be if you're making a large purchase, paying attention to the contract, or just paying attention to the details in the situation you're asking about. It also can say someone's paying extra attention to you. Next, we see the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords talks about stuck energy, feeling stuck where you are, feeling like you can't move forward, being stuck in some way. And then topping the whole thing off, we have the Lovers. The Lovers talks about a soulmate connection. Romantic soulmates normally, although soulmates don't have to be, the Lovers tends to represent the romantic sort. All right, so this, looking at this as a yes or no, I know we've got quite a few swords in there. The Queen of Swords can kind of hold a negative connotation, as can the 8 and even the Page. but we have the sun, and that takes the negativity out of everything it touches. The sun is kind of shining through the whole thing. So I feel like you're being told to pay attention to the details to protect your energy, but the answer is most likely yes to whatever you asked tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see here. The 9 of Coins. The 9 of Coins says treat yourself to a little bit of luxury to bring in that abundance you're looking for. The 4 of Swords reminds you to get some rest, to take care of yourself. The Knight of Cups talks about a proposal. This could be a romantic proposal. Let's take things to the next level, whatever the next level is for you. It can also represent a proposal in your work life, though, where you're being, offered the opportunity to take a step upward. It is a proposal of some kind. And then we get the Death card. Something is ending to bring in something new. That new energy, very pure. It's a wonderful new beginning, but there is an ending going on in your situations right now. So it could be transitioning as well. Now, let's get Oracle for everything. So angels for group number 1, whatever's in their best benefit. Show justice. All right, so that talks about balance. It talks about fairness. It talks about making sure that you have a healthy work-life balance and you balance passion and emotion, and that you just kind of look at things through a fairness lens. Now, let's see Moonology here for death. What is there to add to the Death card? This ending that brings in a new beginning. Okay, let's see here. Surrender to the divine. All right, so whatever's ending, let it end. Whatever's starting, let it start. Surrender to the universal energy as you move forward, and that's going to kind of smooth the transition. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon for the 9 of Coins. What is there to add to this 9 of Coins, telling you to treat yourself to luxury to bring in that abundance you're looking for? You get wisdom. Okay, so this is not telling you to do anything crazy. Wisdom is knowledge through experience. This is telling you to treat yourself to a little bit of something. Be nice to yourself. Do some things that you desire, and that's going to bring in additional of the energy that you desire. So if it's abundance, treat yourself to a little bit of luxury. If it is love, make sure you're showing yourself that self-love. Treat yourself to the energy you're trying to bring in. Let's see this 4 of Swords. That is about resting. You've got surrender a couple of times. You're being told to surrender here, surrender to the universal energy, let things move. It is all going to be okay. Now, let's see the Knight of Cups here. Okay, hang on. Let me try that again. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. For the Knight of Cups, please, what is there to add for group number 1? Inspiration. All right, so whatever this proposal is, it's going to be inspirational for you. Now, the Transparent Tarot, where it looks like a yes, it does have the advice to protect yourself, to pay attention to the situation. And many of you may be asking about romance, since you've got the Love and the Lovers and the Knight of Wands and all of that. So there may be a lot of romance here, but either way, you're being told to pay attention, but the answer looks like it's most likely yes. You get financial health. All right, I love it. So with the Lovers being there, it does have that romantic tone to it, but some of you are clearly asking about financial things. Financial health is being predicted in your situation. So the answer looks like it is most likely yes to whatever you asked, and financial health can play a factor in it in some way. All right, that is all I have for reading number 1. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello, to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 2 with the selenite. Your first message of the reading is to clear the clutter, whether that's mental clutter or actual physical clutter where you live. It's time to clear it out. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready, and then I'm going to cut, and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, let's see here. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right, so we start with the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords can talk about a stalemate, stuck energy, some kind of energy where you don't see your way out of it, can't figure out what to do next. Next, we see the World. That's completion. So something coming to completion could be a karmic cycle ending, something that you desire to complete being completed. Next, we see Temperance. Temperance talks about balance of passion and emotion. That is real significant balance coming into your realm. Look at this particular card, the way it's drawn. It's the rainbow balancing fire and water. So there is a wonderful balance coming in. Next, we see the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords can talk about anxiety. And I'm not talking about a diagnosis. I'm talking about a feeling. The feeling of fear regarding the future. So some of you may have some fear with regard to the future, but it looks like victory is predicted, unity coming in, good news with the Three of Wands. That can even represent some travel. And then topping everything off, we have the Magician. The Magician talks about you manifesting what it is you desire into your realm. You bringing things into your realm using your mind and your manifestations, all your talents and skills, drawing that energy towards you. Okay, so looking at this as a yes or no, I know we've got a couple of Swords cards in here, but we've also got a lot of major arcana. Temperance is very positive. The Magician is very positive. And that really outweighs the Swords energy we have, not to mention the good news coming in with the Three of Wands. This looks like a pretty solid yes to whatever you asked tarot. Now let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please show us the situations for group number 2. Thank you, thank you. All right, so the Eight of Coins talks about your hard work, you putting in the work and being rewarded for it. The Knight of Wands, that talks about passion meets emotion. That talks about the idea of falling in love. Whether you're falling in love with a person or a job, you're falling in love with something in your situations right now. The Three of Coins talks about being appreciated for your work, being appreciated for the energy you put in. This can sometimes signify a raise, maybe. And then the King of Coins. The King of Coins talks about, well, it can talk about significant abundance coming in for sure. It can also represent a person. And if it does, this person is the person that wants to take care of everyone around them. They want to be the person that people come to so that they can help, so that they can, you know, kind of be the cornerstone person that assists in whatever situation. It could represent your energy, or it could be someone you're dealing with. All right, so there's a lot of coins energy in your situations. Many of you may be asking about job-related things, work-related things, or that's just a big focus in your life right now. Now let's get Oracle for everything. We're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels for group number 2, please. Whatever is in their best benefit. Compassion. Okay, yes, compassion. Very important. You pouring your compassion out on others, and the universe likewise pouring their compassion out on you. Now let's see Moonology. We're going to use Moonology for the Eight of Coins. What is there to add to the work depicted in the Eight of Coins, please, for group number 2? A new romantic cycle begins. Interesting. Okay. So we have, like, I think the group number 2 is kind of split. Some of you are definitely asking about work things, but some of you are asking about romance, where you got the Knight of Wands, where you're falling in love with something. And you've got the new moon in Libra, where a new romantic cycle begins. Some of you are doing that inner work so that you are ready to step into a new romance, kind of dealing with the baggage of previous romances, and that is the work. There is a new romantic cycle coming in for you guys. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. We're going to start with the Three of Coins. What is there for the Three of Coins here? The Void. All right. So this talks about you being appreciated for your work. And the Void says this is just the beginning. Like, we are just getting started. See how it's number 1? Like, this is just the beginning. You're going to manifest extreme success in this area of your life. You are just getting started and people are already appreciating your energy. Let's see the King of Coins here too. Faith. You have to have faith that you are going to step into that success and abundance that you desire. You have to believe it's going to happen for you. So faith is going to be required here. Now, let's see the Knight of Wands with regards to the feeling of falling in love. What is there here? Grieving. Okay. So this grieving of falling in love, it may be the work that you've been working on. Some of you may have fallen in love before and been hurt, and you are grieving it in some way, almost like you don't want to risk your heart again. Could be where that anxiety is coming from, the fear about the future. If you risk your heart again, if you fall in love again, then you might get hurt again. Doing that internal work to let go of this grief and fear is going to bring in the new romantic cycle for those of you that are talking about finding people and romance and that sort of thing. All right, now let's see the Transparent Tarot, which was a pretty solid yes. You get life purpose. So the answer to your question is a pretty solid yes. It has to do with your manifestations for sure. So you bringing in that energy into your realm, and it is connected to your life purpose in some way. All right, that is all I have for reading number 2. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 3 with the Aragonite. Your first message of the reading is to release your emotional baggage. Anything that doesn't serve you in your current existence needs to be let go of. So let go of anything you can. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I will cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, let's see here. That's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay. All right, so we start with the High Priestess. The High Priestess talks about your intuition. Says your intuition's on point. You should follow it. You should pay attention to it. Next, we see the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles talks about you putting in your hard work. Your hard work being rewarded in the end, but you putting in that hard work. Next, we see Temperance. Temperance talks about balance. A balance of passion and emotion, staying in a harmonious balance. Next, we see the Sun. The Sun talks about positivity and growth. It is the most positive card in tarot. And then topping everything off, we have the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is victory. Celebrating your victory, experiencing victory. All right, this is a very solid yes to whatever you asked, Tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see here. Okay. We start with the 4 of coins. That talks about stable foundations. It says that you have stable material, financial foundations, and you need to remember not to cling to it. Let the money flow in and out. It's meant to. Next, we see the Empress. The Empress talks about motherhood. It talks about foundational energy. It talks about having your material needs met. It can resonate in all those different ways. So yeah, there's lots of mothers in this group, as well as lots of people laying strong foundations for their futures. The King of Cups. The King of Cups talks about true selfless love. It can represent a person. If it does, this person's energy is love. And then the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords talks about heartbreak in some way. So there is some heartbroken energy, but we'll get Oracle and see maybe how you step out of it. Now, let's start Oracle off with Angel Oracle. Angels, for group number 3, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nurture your dreams. All right, so you guys are being told to nurture those dreams. Make sure you're putting the energy necessary into your hopes and dreams so that you can step into them. Now, let's see the 3 of Swords with Moonology. What is there to add to this 3 of Swords? How do they step out of it? How do they deal with it? You are very close to achieving your goal. All right, so with regards to the heartbreak energy, some of you may be trying to overcome heartbreaks of the past, kind of releasing this emotional baggage. You're being told you're very close to achieving this goal. You're almost there. Don't give up. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. We'll start with the 4 of Coins. What is there to add to the 4 of Coins here, please, from Queen of the Moon? New beginnings. All right, so you guys have the stable finances. If you let the money flow in and out, if you don't cling to it and create a lack mindset, you're going to be stepping into a wonderful new beginning that has even more abundance. So just be willing to, spend money when you need to share money when you need to. New beginnings are coming through that generous energy. Let's also see the Empress out of Queen of the Moon. Acceptance. Okay, so many of you being asked to accept the strong foundations that the universe is bringing in for you. Well, notice how this card is drawn with all the different nature animals, and some of them are mother and child, so it really does have a strong motherhood energy to it. But you're being asked to accept this foundational energy into your realm. You're laying foundations right now. Accept the assistance of the universe as you do. Now, let's see the spellcasting oracle. We'll look at the King of Cups. What is there for the King of Cups, please, in group number 3? Truth. Okay. So whether this represents your energy or the energy of someone you're interacting with, there is true selfless love in your situations. This could also be your guides letting you know there is selfless, genuine love coming into your realm if you don't already see it. There is truth to the love that's being offered to you. Now for the Transparent Tarot, which was a pretty strong yes to whatever you asked, you get travel. All right, travel can talk about actual travel, getting from one place to another, but it also talks about moving forward. You guys are moving forward. The answer to your question is yes, and it has something to do with forward motion for you. All right, that is all I have for reading number 3. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 4 with the Unikite. Your first message of the reading is to live in the now. So make sure you're present and focused on the moment. Now let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot. Yes or no to the questions of group number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, let's see here. That's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right. So we start with the Phoenix. The Phoenix talks about rising from the ashes, a second chance. It is the Judgment card. So second chances represented in the Phoenix. Next, we see the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords says that you need to pay attention to the details of the situations you're looking at. It can also talk about someone watching, either someone watching you, you watching someone else, maybe through social media or something. Next, we see the Hierophant. The Hierophant talks, it can represent marriage. It talks about foundational energy. It can represent marriage. It can represent going back to school to start a new career. It can talk about finding a belief system that resonates with you. Next, we see the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about the need to rest, the need to take some time, rest, rejuvenate your energy, not really pushing forward right now. Next, we see the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles talks about opportunity, but it's further out in the future. It's not in the now. It's further out in the future. You will step into it, but you have to be patient. Next, we see the Devil. The Devil talks about restrictive energy. It can represent addiction. It can represent the love triangle. It's really any energy that's not good for you that is interacting in your realm right now. And I know that's 7, but this one belongs there too. It is, or that's, yeah, this one will be 7, but either way, the 10 of Wands talks about overwhelming situations, and it does feel like the energy here is very overwhelming in some ways. Things that are just a little bit hard to deal with, a little bit hard to handle. Those foundational changes can be very overwhelming. All right, so looking at this as a yes or no, it looks like either a no or a not right now. There are some ideas of second chances, opportunities out in the future in some of the cards, but it looks like as far as the energy right now with the Devil topping everything off, it looks pretty stuck. So the answer is not right now or no. Now let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 4. Thank you, thank you. All right, we start with the Magician. The Magician talks about you manifesting whatever it is you desire into your realm using your talents and skills to do so. Next, we have the 10 of Swords. That's an ending. It's an over and done ending. The door is shut. It can sometimes leave you feeling stabbed in the back as well. 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords talks about moving on, moving forward, making progress, but you may be carrying some baggage with you. However, in this deck, the swords are not in the boat, so you may have already dealt with that. And then the Hermit. The Hermit talks about spending time alone, having alone time so that you can focus your energy on your inner work, doing that inner work, the higher self work, the inner child work, whatever inner work needs to be done for you, using your alone time to do that. If you do, it is very, very productive for you. Now, let's see Oracle for everything. So we're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels for group number 4, please. Whatever's in their best benefit. Forgiveness. Okay, so forgiveness, very important in your life right now, whether that is forgiveness for yourself or forgiveness for someone else. Forgiveness just means that your energy is not going to be directed at the situation anymore. You're done with it. You're moving beyond it. So forgiveness, very important, and you are worthy of your own forgiveness as well. Now let's see the Ten of Swords with Moonology. What is there for this Ten of Swords, please? Confidence is your key to success. Okay, so whatever ending you've experienced, it's over. Move forward from it with confidence. Even if it was a difficult ending where you don't feel like you were treated fairly, or you were hurt in some way, confidence carries you forward. Confidence carries you beyond it. So step into the future with confidence, letting go of the past. The ending is part of your past. It's over. It's done. Now, let's see. I want to see Queen of the Moon, and we'll look at the Six of Swords first. What is there for the Six of Swords here, please? This forward motion going on in the Six of Swords, the void. You are at the very beginning. You are moving forward. You're at the very beginning. Let go of anything that doesn't serve you as you move forward. Live in this moment. Don't live in the past. Don't worry about the future. Right now is forward motion. You're moving forward and you're just getting started. Now, let's see the Hermit here. Surrender. You're being asked to surrender to the universe. Notice how he's meditating in this card. Surrender to the universal energy. Open yourself to the messages from your higher self, from your inner child. Do that inner meditation work. Make that time by yourself profitable for you. If you surrender to the universe, you're going to see big changes in your life. Now, let's see the spell casting oracle for the Magician. What is there for the Magician here, please? Thank you, thank you. Reconciliation. Okay, some of you may be manifesting reconciliation into your realm. So this may be reconciliation of a relationship, whether it's a friendship, a romantic relationship. There is something coming back together in your realm. That is part of your manifestation. Your guides are letting you know that you are coming back together with the energy that you desire. Now, the Transparent Tarot, which was either no or not right now. Forgiveness. Okay. So I think the answer may be no until that forgiveness happens. You've gotten forgiveness a couple of times. Forgiveness is going to be a key factor to whatever you're asking tarot about. The answer is probably no until the forgiveness happens, but please take it however it resonates for you in your situation. All right, that is all I have for reading number 4. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 5 with the Apophyllite. Your first message of the reading is to stay positive. So whatever you're dealing with, staying positive is going to help you see it in a better light for sure. Now let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot. Yes or no to the questions of group number 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I will cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, so let's get this to hold the cards. Okay, we start with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords talks about a beginning where you have to take action. You have to choose this beginning. Next, we see the Hierophant. The Hierophant can represent marriage. It can represent foundational changes like going back to school to change your career or finding a belief system that resonates with you, religion in some way. This is very significant foundational change. Now we see the Page of Wands next. That is about revisiting your passions, spending time going back into situations that hold your passions in them, whether it's a relationship or a hobby. It is revisiting passions of the past. Next, we see the Chariot. The Chariot talks about forward motion through your strength and determination. However, the way it's drawn here, you can see there's no movement in the horses. So there may be some blockage keeping you from moving forward. Next, we see the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords talks about the need to pay attention to detail. Needing to pay attention to detail, needing to really look at the finer points of the situations you're in. It can also talk about paying attention to someone, whether someone's paying extra attention to you on your social media or you are paying extra attention to someone else. And then topping everything off, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles says you will step into that abundance that you've worked towards. You will achieve it, but you have to be patient. There is delays represented in the Seven of Pentacles with regards to abundance specifically. All right, so looking at this as a yes or no, this is pretty middle of the road. Honestly, it's not a strong answer. I feel like it leans towards yes. So probably yes to whatever you're asking, Tarot. There is a blockage of some sort that has to be dealt with. There's a delay of some sort that has to be dealt with. And you have to take the action to step into the beginning. But if all of those things are done, then it looks like the answer will be yes. So probably yes, but not a solid yes. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please show us the situations of group number 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, the Nine of Swords talks about anxiety. That is not a diagnosis I'm talking about. It's a feeling. It's the feeling of fear regarding the future. Judgment talks about a second chance. So a second chance at something you desire. The Ten of Coins talks about abundance coming in. So that Seven of Pentacles says you do achieve your abundance. You just have to be patient. You guys are headed towards your abundance. It's just a little bit delayed. And then the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands talks about fast-moving situations. So situations that might even be a little bit overwhelming because they are changing so quickly. It can also talk about fast-moving spirit guide messages. So your guides just bringing in messages very, very quickly to help you move through whatever the blockage is or whatever the delay is, or make that beginning you desire. Now, let's get Oracle for everything. So we'll start with Angel Oracle. Angels, for group number 5, please. Whatever's in their best interest. Seek enlightenment. Okay, so make sure you're connecting to your heart space. Make sure you're listening to your guides, following that intuition. All of those are good ways to seek enlightenment, to seek the knowledge of the situations you're involved in. Now, let's see the Nine of Swords with Moonology. How do they deal with this anxiety? You are very close to achieving your goal. So whatever it is you're worried about in the future, whatever about your future has you worried, your guides want you to know that you're very close to achieving that goal. So you do not have to worry. You're right on top of achieving whatever goal it is you're looking to achieve. Now, let's take a look at the Eight of Wands. With regards to the fast-moving situations, you get self-reflection. Okay, so this probably is spirit guide messages for most of you. It's time to do some self-reflection. It's time to deal with those emotions that are welling up in the background. See how she's standing on the book and she's fine, but she's underwater in the mirror? Water equals emotion. So it's time to do that inner work, time to do those meditations, do those self-reflections. That is going to bring a significant forward motion. That's probably what clears the blockage here. Now let's see Judgment with regards to the second chance. Fruition. All right, so there is going to be a second chance to bring something to fruition that is important to you. A second chance at something important. Now, let's see the Ten of Coins. What is there for the Ten of Coins for group number 5, please? Thank you, thank you. New beginnings. All right, so abundance coming in that brings in a new beginning with it, or abundance coming from the new beginning that you're starting here with the Ace of Swords. So take it how it resonates for you, but there's a new beginning tied into abundance in some way. Now for the Transparent Tarot, which was yes, if you're patient, yes, if you deal with the blockage, yes, if you choose to make the start, life purpose. So the answer is yes. There's a bunch of contingencies on it. You know, you have to put the energy in, you have to choose it, you have to remove the blockage, you have to be patient, you have to pay attention to the important parts of whatever you're asking about. So all of those things involved in the answer being most likely yes. And your life purpose is tied into it in some way. So it's kind of a significant yes to you. There's a lot to overcome, but you can do it because it's part of your life purpose. All right, that is all I have for reading number 5. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.